joined in a stunning Molyneux dressing room by Steve Bull. Steve, this looks pretty good, don't it?
It is. It's totally different from when I actually played here. At least you've got coat hangers and somewhere to hang your stuff. I used to be just chucked on the bottom, but no, it's absolutely unbelievable here, and we're very lucky to be here, to be fair.
That's it. Some great names, to be honest, as well. John Martino, Gibbs White, Jota as well.
Yeah, good.
Some great names.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what wasn't bad either. The weekend one bad, was it? You said they were going to give us a game, and we were going to give them a game.
I did, to be fair. I did, to be fair. But I thought people would think I was taking the mickey. You mean, saying Bully Nose was about football, and I did actually say we will get something out of the game. We'll get some kind of result. You know, I mean, I would have loved the win, but to go against the champions and get a draw, absolutely superb.
Really was, wasn't it? What did you make of Willy Bolly's goal? Because a lot's been said about it now. At the time, seeing the pictures live, you think, oh, it's a great goal. When you look at it back, I mean, the hand of God.
It is. It's only a split second, isn't it? You know, I thought as soon as he glanced his head, it went in. Yeah. Nobody saw his hand, the boy's head there, but he weren't doing that. You mean to do? Yeah. You mean he weren't purposely done. He was there to balance his body out to light, it like that, and he just catched that and went in. And I thought, well, if it was any other team, there'd have been controversy. They'd been all over the papers and everything. Man City was done out to this, and I was done out to that. But I just wish teams and the press would give us some more credit, to be fair, because I thought, you mean, you're playing against the best team in the land at the moment, and you're holding your own against them. Just give us a bit of credit, you know what I mean? Because I thought we played absolutely well.
Yeah, I mean, what did you make of Nuno's setup? Because, like you said, you know, they've pressed high, they've caused Man City problems, and to be fair to them, they've given them a proper game. One of the best teams in world football right now. I mean, what do you make of that?
Yeah. I thought when we first set out, I thought he's come to defend. Both teams have come to defend, play five at the back, and it's like a game of chess, really. You know, I think they had the ball possession for quite a bit of time. We had it for quite a bit of time. We'll try and catch you on the way, and you try and catch us. And they nearly did the end with a Aguero in the bottom. But as I say, when we won 1-0 up, I thought we're going to give this. These are going to be scared. These are, and we could have gone 2-0 up. If Neves had done one his 25 yards top corner, which he ain't going to do all the time, by the way, would have been 2-0 up. But to me, that was a fair result. I thought, you know, I mean, that was a good draw.
They're still waiting for a win. West Ham next. Can you see 3 points there?
I think that's going to be tricky. Very tricky. I think they're starting to scrap their lives. They had the first win the other night in the Carabao Cup. Yeah. So, but we've got to go the same way as we finished here against Man City. If we get there thinking we're going to win, we'll come away with nothing. We've got to go there the same urgency and press West Ham, and they'll concede early doors and we'll hopefully go to a comfortable win.
Yeah, a lot's been said about the London Stadium as well. Have you ever played in an atmosphere quite like that? I mean, last season there were points when it was really toxic. Does it affect you as a player?
Yeah. The atmosphere was brilliant, by the way. I must applaud the supporters for Saturday. It was absolutely like electrifying.
Yes.
I haven't heard that for a very long from when them rockets went off to the last whistle. It was all cheering, clapping, going behind the lads, and that urges the lads on. That does, you know. I mean, some of them get shell shocked. Some of them get up and get big, but most of them Saturday was standing tall.
Yeah, and at the London Stadium, of course, things haven't always been great for West Ham. If you're going and travelling to a stadium like that, where the fan base isn't quite as connected as you'd say here, behind the team, does that give you a bit of confidence as well? It
does in a way, you know. I think if they're on a bit of a downer and we go on there with a bit of confidence, which we have done, you know, I mean, it's in our favour. But I ignore all stuff like that. I ignore that. This is a fresh game. It's a new game against different opposition, which Nuno would have studied all week, found out the weaknesses, and he'll probably get that on.
Yeah, so we've got some great questions from the Wolves fans this week. Thanks for sending them in, guys. We'll get to them straight away. First one from WWFC Scott. What's the most intimidating away ground you ever played at?
Intimidating away ground? Well, I can say it's probably that you're probably going to say it as well. It's Sandwell Town.
Yes.
Do not sit on a Tesco carrier bag. I used to get loads of grief up there, and I used to think, well, what am I going to do? You know, I put the blinkers on and think, forget all about it. And all through the game, you can hear jives and shouts and everything on you, by thinking, all I want to know is score.
Yeah.
You know, I did. I ended up scoring.
Yes, that's the best way to keep it quiet, isn't it?
So it was very intimidating there. And another one is the Blues.
Yeah.
The Blues is very intimidating for all the fans because they're hostile supporters and they get right on you and they try to put you down. But we overcome the games there and got the points that we needed.
Do you hear that from the crowd? Maybe the little comments here and there.
You do.
If they're loud enough.
You do, easy all along. And you can see when Eric Cantona died in the crowd. Hear somebody say something about his mum or his family or whatever, and he was straight in the crowd. You know, we can hear it, but you've got to be professional. The only way you can be professional is beating them on that green pitch out there.
Yeah, here we go. Great name here, Jake Bull.
Okay.
Good last name. What's your favourite memory from your career? Now that is a very broad question, but if you can pick one out, Steve.
Favourite memory of my career? I think it's got to be Newcastle away 1990.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we went up there on the day before. We tried to get a great training session, and the gaffer says we could have a couple of halves.
Oh, really?
Yes, there's a couple of halves of what? A couple of beer. So there's about 5 or 6 of us, a bit tipsy, 12 o'clock, ringing the missus saying Happy New Year.
Yeah.
And we got up next morning and what did we do? We went out the day, your body was there, bang, scored 4 goals and won 4. I couldn't get me out of.
Yeah, well, it's always good to play with a hangover, right?
It is, but it was only the first time we ever did it and the last time we ever did it.
Oh,
we
right.
didn't do it because it was New Year's Eve. We thought, have a couple of halves and then you get him courageous, then you have a couple more halves. You got to bend, then that's it. And it's like, what have I done? But we did the right thing in my eyes, so we won the game.
Won the game, that's all you need to do. Chris Wood, he asks, or he says, I'm flying over for the game from Southampton from the United States. What are your favourite places to get a proper Wolverhampton Black Country culinary experience?
Culinary experience? Well, we've got the brewery down the road, haven't we? We've got Marston's Brewery, it used to be Banks's. We've got Marston's down there, so everyone to go there. Another experience I'd give you is say come to the Molyneux Museum. If it's flying all that way, you've got to come and see what's in there because it'll bring back memories from your day to then, before your day, and now. It's absolutely brilliant. So those 2 places, yes, and then go to probably a local pub and get a great pint.
Yeah, there you go, Chris. You got some advice there. Michael Walton, what's the best advice you've ever given to a teammate?
A teammate. It's just you give me these questions off the cuff and I haven't even looked at these.
That's it, he doesn't research these, these are straight off the top of his head.
Best advice I've given to a teammate, I think it ain't just one teammate, it's the whole team. Get your head down and work hard. We can win this. I mean, believe in yourself and get out there and win this. Similar on the lines of that, I'd say to the whole team.
Yeah. Jamiroquai, he asks what your favourite James Bond film is, and then he asks, is it Thunderball?
Where are you getting these from? Even you're laughing.
I mean, it's a good one. I mean, so bad it's good.
It is. I'm not usually a Bond fan, but I think if the one film comes on, it's Casino Royale. I think that's one of the best ones. Was it Daniel Craig? Daniel Craig? I think that's because it was more updated, more special effects and stuff what they do. So that's probably the one I could switch on and halfway through I could carry on watching.
Not a Sean Connery fan?
No, not really. No. I didn't watch them in them days. I thought it weren't my kind of film.
Too busy playing football.
And going down the pub and having a beer and chilling out.
All right, Joel Watters, he asks, who do you want next in the Carabao Cup?
Carabao Cup, anybody? Got past the first round. Yes. Well, second round because we didn't get through. We didn't play the first one. I think anybody, to be fair. I think the way we're playing at the moment, whoever we put on the field, they're all stepping into each other's boots, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So we've got a solid 11, and we've got another 9 or 10 who can fit in their boots, and they can do the job like they did at Sheffield. They're coming out the cold, done the job, got the results. So me, I think anybody who comes there, it wouldn't bother me.
Yeah.
But I'd start with the 11. I started with against Sheffield, so it gives the French players a chance to get out there and show them what they can do.
Yeah. Do you reckon Nuno should focus on the cup? Maybe a cup run could not rejuvenate, but give them some fire. Because I mean, of course, they haven't won in the Premier League yet. They've got the win in the Carabao Cup. Maybe that'll kick them on.
Yeah, I think main cause is survival and premiership.
Yeah.
I think I'd say that to everybody all day long. But a good cup run is absolutely brilliant, and for the fans as well. It's a day out. You mean, it's a day out at Wembley if they get to Wembley, whatever it is. But now, we used to love playing week in, week out as a player. But this is more serious now. You've got to think of the Premiership.
Yeah.
What's at the end of that Premiership? Are you going to be there next year? Or are you get the FA Cup? Well, yeah, there's a question for you. Would you rather be in the Premiership or rather than FA Cup?
I'd take the Premier League every time.
That's exactly what I do.
There we go. Harry Dennison, he asks, who was your best strike partner? Was it Much, Kelly, Goodman or Keane?
They're all good, aren't they?
They're all pretty decent.
They're all good in the day. And I know you've not been to any of my talks or anything yet, or I heard my stories, but I always say there's got to be Andy Much. Andy Much. He is. Much I love that, by the way. He was a great strike partner. On the field, I knew where he was, and he knew where I was. It was like a great combination, and we just took over the Dugan and Richards then. So it was the Dugan and Richards, Bullenmuch.
Yeah.
And then after Bullenmuch, there weren't many more after that. We had, like I said, the Kellys, the Ewan Roberts, the Keens, I mean, the Goodmans. We had different ones week in, week out, and you know, so Much has got to be the one. His top drawer he was.
Yeah, not bad there. Tom Davies, he asks one, do you ever regret not having played in the Premier League or the equivalent?
I do and I don't. You know, I do. No, I don't, because people say to me, why haven't you played in the Premier League? Why is whatever? You had never been a top flight football. I went, well, what is top flight? Play for your country. I played in the country 13 times, so I played for the top flight. So I think I could have actually played in the Premiership. I do, honestly. I mean, but it's all ifs and buts. You know, I mean, I wouldn't change anything I've done in my career to play in the Premier League. I wouldn't. You know, I mean, and, I probably would have played for probably 3 more years.
Yeah.
Because people would have come to the back of me or over the top of me. Rather than 3 more playing careers. But no, I don't regret not playing in the Premiership. I did my job here. I'm still happy to be in to watch him in the Premiership.
Fair play to you there. Jack Wiggins, he asks, what would you say is Wolves' biggest ever Premier League win? At Molineux, the Man United one, Albion, or the 4-3 Leicester? Those are a couple of suggestions he gave.
Those were good ones, and wasn't they 4-3? Was that when I got a hat-trick at Leicester? I think I don't know. I hat-trick at what was I might have done.
Can't even remember all the goals. Can you score that many?
No, to be fair, I think any game down here that you win is a great game. I mean, I can't pinpoint any one. I'll go, there you go, that's the best game I've ever seen down here. You know, but it's weird because I've got to pick 561 games. I've got to pick one.
Yeah.
I just want to play it. And after, it's tough. That's a very, very tough question, by the way. But any win down here, I'll take all day long.
Yeah.
Will be the best ones.
Fair play. Last one, Adam Baker. Who was your closest teammate at Wolves?
Closest teammate, yeah, it's probably under here somewhere. It was Andy Thompson. He's about that big.
Just out of shot, guys. Just out of shot.
Stop, get out. You know, he's my best mate. He's my best mate now. In football, we came from the Albion together. Oh, sorry, Sandwell Town together. We came up the road, and then we came here. And I mean, we never looked back since. We never looked back since. And he was my room partner for so many years, and we had great times together. And he's, as I say, now he's still there, top of the list.
Yeah. We'll finish off with the quick fire round as we did for the past couple of weeks, Steve. Get quickly into it. Bennett or Bart?
Bart.
Bart. Chicken or beef?
Chicken.
Chicken. Header or volley?
Oh, volley.
Volley. Dendoncker or Adama Traore?
Oh my word, that might just come in, so it's like Eva Stevens, Traore.
Traore. Pizza or Domino's?
Domino's.
Domino's, just about. Lambert or Zenga?
I've got to pick one.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
That's it, on the line, on the fence.
That's it, on the fence there. Steak and ale or chicken and mushroom?
Oh, got to be steak and ale.
Steak and ale.
It's got to have loads of gravy as well.
Yeah. Take out or eat in?
Chinese, take out all day long.
And the last one now, Robbie Keane or Paul Ince?
Oh my word. You're going to have me for this one, but I've got to go like Roy Keane or
Robbie Keane.
I've got to go Robbie Keane. Robbie Keane is a very, very talented young player. Ince was a stalwart, he's a legend at Man U, and he was a legend here as well. It's on like that, but I think I've got to go with Keane.
Yeah, not a bad choice there. I mean, I've put you under the bus.
You have to be fair, but people say it's got to be Ince. But I mean, you have your choice, I have my choice now. I've got to play with Keane 7 times before I finish my career. He was a talented young man, he went on for further things, and he's a top bloke.
Cheers for answering all those, Steve. Of course, keep sending them in, guys. Keep sending them in. I'll ask Steve all of the questions that come in, all the suitable ones anyway, shall we say.
Yeah. You call them suitable?
Some of them were good.
They're not bad, though, some of them.
But no, all the best for Wolves this weekend.
Yeah. Fingers crossed for the win against West Ham. You know, we need them 3 points on the board as soon as possible, because you have to open that gap up from the bottom. And West Ham are at the bottom now. We can get 3 points, 5 points adrift. That's a great gap there. So I'm hoping Nuno pulls his finger out, get the players out there, and comes back with 3 points.
I think you should be giving some of these team talks.
Yeah. They wouldn't understand me.
There we go. Keep them questions coming. We'll get to Steve.